Podcast number 4. Welcome to Focus 30. My name's Bromi, and I'm so happy to see you again, that you came here and want to listen to me a little more. It is, what date is today? The 10th. So we're in the middle of Week of Joy, second week of the month. Why would I like us to try to find joy and focus on joy? Is because being joyful, feeling joy, creating joy, doing things that bring you joy, help you elevate your frequency, help you elevate your vibration. And joy and gratitude and love are all on a similar frequency, and it's higher than frequencies, obviously, of sadness, jealousy, fear, etc. So the more frequent you find joy in life, the closer you get to alignment, and the easier to let things in. The easier you grow, the more guided you are to live the life that you really want to live, to be who you want to be. So if you think about who you want to be and you add the word joy to it, who do you want to be? Do you want to be joyful, bring joy to people, invite more joy into your life? It's something to ponder. It's something to think about. When I found Abraham Hicks and heard about Law of Attraction for the first time, it was around 2015, 2016. The idea stuck with me greatly, and it was a good question every day. I asked myself, so how can I make joy out of this right now? That's one thing, like find it in your now and create experiences of joy in your now. And then also, how can I go throughout the week? What brings me joy? At the time, it was tennis. It's as simple as it gets. I love playing tennis, and I love the feeling of the ball hitting the racket and the sound of it and the movements. Pickleball never really got to me because I like the long movements, the reaching out, the turning, and the check step, and the right moves of it all. It just brings me joy. I cannot explain it to you. It's not, I cannot tell you that if you play tennis, you will be a millionaire. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying why, if you have to spend life, and if you're here, and I would like to be here, I love being here, why not find ways to do it more joyfully, more often? And then the side benefit of it all is, if I have more joy more often, if I experience joy more often, if I seek it out, it will continue to seek me out more too. And it's like a spiral, and unless instead of being at a downward, oh my God, life is bad, I'm scared, I'm fearful, I start drinking, I like numb myself, whatever. That spiral is one spiral, and there's so many in life. But then the joy spiral is another one. Ooh, I get up, and my first thought, my mind is, I don't know. And then I remember, I want to find joy. So I'm just going to state that my day today will be the most joyful day I can experience. That puts me in a whole different position, in a whole different place of experience, of getting up, of making food, or working out. I know I feel much better when I work out and take care of myself, when I put healthy foods in my body, when I help my children find their path, and I can hold space for them, and I can see their growing, I can see their healing, I can see their understanding themselves and the world more and more every day. That brings me joy. Wearing nice clothes brings me joy. Getting a massage brings me lots of joy. Obviously, that's a very obvious one for many. Not everyone likes it, though. I've learned recently, not everyone would like that. Laying still on a table for an hour and a half. But what brings you joy? Painting, drawing, singing, dancing, going to concerts, walking through the leaves, hearing the wind. Now that we have the fall and the rain and the wind, candles. This is what I'm bringing myself joy with every morning right now. I'm lighting all my candles. Just the process of lighting them, I feel a little better. I feel a little special. I feel this can be a really nice day, and I'm taking part in it. I'm taking part in creating it. What then hits me, other things, okay, I have no control over, but I have control over how to set the stage for the day. I have control over how to receive things that are not as pleasant and how to react to them. I have no control over people, places, and things. I only have control over my space, my energy. So find your joy this week. Maybe tell us how you find your joy, or what brings you joy, or how you create joy. So there's two things. What experiences bring me joy? Two ways. And so hoping that hopefully more experiences come our way than bring us joy, and then also creating it, demanding it, seeking it out. Even when you go to work. I remember when I had to drive to work a long time ago, over 20 years ago. I enjoyed driving fast. I could go on the Autobahn. It was in Germany. I enjoyed driving fast. It brought me joy. I did. It still does, actually, but I don't have to drive on the highway anymore to work, so I don't, have to seek it out there on the way. If you have to take the train, maybe listening to an audiobook, or knitting. I see people on the knitting on the train, or writing texts. I don't know if writing text brings joy, but what brings you joy? And what do you do to seek out joy? What do you do to create more joy and produce more joyful experiences in your today? I like that. So let's raise the frequency. Again, week 2, we're raising the frequency. We're vibing on another level so that we can then communicate with the universe. What is the next step? What is it do I need? Is this joyful for me? Is this peaceful for me? Is this who I want to be? Is this how I want to live? No, it's not, because I'm getting more clarity, because I've been seeking out a joyful day and a joyful life. So I've been putting more attention on, I don't like to use positive and negative because that's too banal, too basic, but on more productive, on more moments filled with more depth, with more joy, with more beauty, with more love. And so I receive messages better, and I have more clients because my mind is not distracted with going through the clutter of pain as much. And if pain comes, I can deal with it better, etc., etc. It's like a spiral. Can you tell when I'm talking? This is what this whole thing is about. So find your joy this week. Feel through. Do you remember the movie from movie Amelie? The French movie, and when she stands at the grocer and she puts her hand in the bag with, I think, lentils or beans. Yes, joy. Kids these days would say that is satisfying. What's more satisfying in your life? How can you make your life more satisfying? Watching reels? ASMR, people say, is satisfying. I do watch a lot of ASMR, and I have to say it's got its limits because it's on camera and it happens in my brain only, but it helps because it makes me feel a little lighter in the evening instead of watching a movie. But it can also be addictive, so it's probably just another form of numbing the pain. What's really is the joy when you go to bed is go to bed early, shower, make your body covered in oils or whatever it is that you like to do, doing a nice breathing exercise or stretch that brings joy, where you feel like, your bodies and your joints are listening to you, you're communicating with your body, etc., etc. Then the new pillow, the new sheets, that's joyful. Reading a book is joyful. Drinking hot tea is joyful. All these things that raise your vibration or that raise your level of frequency is what we want to focus on at Focus 30. How exciting is that? Can you tell I've had a very joyful morning? So yeah, go ahead, find some joy and report back as to how it's going and what it does for you. Because the reason we're training it, and I'm pretty sure I've explained it earlier, the more time we spend on a higher frequency, the closer we are to alignment, the more we let in of what we want, of the things we want. The universe is ready for us. You've asked for it, it's given. We are ready, and we're working on letting it in. So what you let in, what are you letting in, and how are you letting it in? Are you training the muscle of alignment? Are you training your frequency, your vibe? Join us. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.